If you can feel the future, then you are about to experience it. Everything takes time. Bees have to move very fast to stay still. I don't paint dreams or nightmares. I paint my own reality. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of the unlived life. Perhaps home is not a place, but simply an irrevocable condition. One day you will wake up, and there won't be any more time to do the things you've always wanted. Do it now. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. The cost of being wrong is less than the cost of doing nothing. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. The smallest light has greater power than the largest darkness. It's not whether you got knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Half of seeming clever is keeping your mouth shut at the right times. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. Try not to become a man of success, rather become a man of value. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. The trouble is, you can shut your eyes, but you can't shut your mind. Do your work, then step back, the only path to serenity. A traitor's just a patriot, on the wrong side of winning. You become mature when you become the authority of your own life. If freedom is short of weapons, we must compensate with willpower. Death is unstoppable. One must face it as a fact of life. The perfect man uses his mind as a mirror. It grasps nothing. It regrets nothing. It receives, but does not keep. Too many doubts grow in the cracks of silence and separation. An over-examination of life can deter you from life itself. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. Victory comes from finding opportunities in problems. True goodness springs from a man's own heart. All men are born good. Whether we fall by ambition, blood, or lust, like diamonds, we are cut with our own dust. A tiny change today brings a dramatically different tomorrow. A good completion takes a long time. A bad completion cannot be changed later. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. Don't bite off more than you can chew, because nobody looks attractive spitting it back out. The more you face challenges, the less you fear them. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. Ability will never catch up with the demand for it. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. Tomorrow hopes we have learned something from yesterday. Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing. The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can't are both right. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Strange what being forced to slow down could do to a person. More powerful than the will to win is the courage to begin. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. Education is not the learning of facts. It's rather the training of the mind to think. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. Living never wore one, so much as the effort not to live. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. Dream big, wake up, take the first step into the unknown. Life is worth living when you have someone to share it with. Never get bitter. Life is a medley of good and bad ingredients. Faster, faster, until the thrill of speed overcomes the fear of death. And if my heart be scarred and burned, the safer, I for all I learned. Faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. If you listen to critics for too long, you will become deaf to success. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Learn from yesterday. Live for today. Hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. A frog in a well cannot conceive of the ocean. You never fail until you stop trying. I cried because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare. Never give up. Things that you keep dreaming about will happen one day. Reason is, and ought only to be the slave of the passions. Understanding that rests in what it does not understand is the finest. Better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. The way is to man as rivers and lakes are to fish, the natural condition of life. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. A truth that's told with bad intent beats all the lies you can invent. Focus on making yourself better, not on thinking that you are better. The space under the sky is occupied by all things in their unity. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. All men know the utility of useful things, but they do not know the utility of utility. Politeness is the first thing people lose once they get the power. The world is already full of critics. To stand out, be an encourager. Remember, man does not live on bread alone. Sometimes he needs a little buttering up. Keep your dreams. You never know when you might need them. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. Time always exposes what you truly mean to someone. If the enemy has occupied them before you, do not follow him, but retreat and try to entice him away. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Just be real. It saves everyone's time. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. Truth that came too late was as useful as a meal to a dead man. If you are willing to go out on a limb, the tree of life holds endless possibilities. If a general shows confidence in his men, but always insists on his orders being obeyed, the gain will be mutual. Like the sun and moon, they end but to begin anew. Like the 4 seasons, they pass away to return once more. Only one who devotes himself to a cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason, mastery demands all of a person. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart.